Welcome back. I knew it was you, Virgos. That's it. Or Virgo placements, anyway. How you doing? I just had the best crepe snoozette for about 12 hours. Oof, beautiful. Anywho, just a little recap on part one. It feels as though you were a woman on the edge. You were on the edge of a precipice. But there's just what is not getting you into gear. Are you too used to being in dry dock / neutral / because it looks like it, if it's not now, it soon will be time to slam it into first and do something. What's lovely here is this is a Celtic animal oracle. You got the fire dragon. I know it well. I think this was one of the most important cards. I think these two are the most important cards here, really. You don't have to do it by yourself. And I think you might have been so sort of shrunk back that trust is going to be a huge thing here. It really is. Yeah. I don't want to say any more than that. But I've never known another reading you get both of those or get two eggs out. No, I think then the major thing really going forwards and upwards from here, what needs to go in? You need a splash of Mercury in here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kick all these other things out, create a bit of space for myself, move in properly, This Five of Pentacles, never a great card to see, but how the question is, what? That's the situation. What are you going to do about the Five of Pentacles? And it's a card of Mercury. So it's how do we turn it around? How do we do a complete 180 from the Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles? That happens through you, through lightning. This is a crystal called fulgurite, and it's all this sand and smuts up in the atmosphere. They're always hollow. Lightning's gone through there. It's like the energy of lightning's gone through there. Maybe if you get, it's only a couple of pounds. If you get some lightning or something that represents lightning, it will give you that to hold your hand. If you don't trust people, trust crystals. Trust nature. If you don't trust people, trust nature. So fulgurite, it's like petrified lightning, really. Or the other thing, because liquid mercury is it's quite difficult to get in your hands, isn't it? Get your hands on. So what you can do is you can get cinnabar, which don't eat it. The red stuff is mercury, but it's all very lacquered and everything. But cinnabar it's one of the biggest sources of mercury. So I know that during Mercury retrograde, I have that in my pocket and a bit of this. So obviously Mercury is the secondary planet to these cards. That's Taurus's magician. This is Virgo's magician. So, because these are Virgo placements, that what is blocking your Virgo magician? So how do we open it up? Well, let's play around with the other magician cards or the other Mercury cards and see what can happen. So what could you tap into? If you think about lightning, all that movement, well, the Eight of Wands is quite obvious. It's the fastest moving energy in the whole deck. So you mean you've got lightning right now. This is fight or flight mode. and there's movement here. Here, if you look at what they're doing, they go, yay, So that there's movement there. It's joy. These are very big. I mean, if you imagine escape, flight, not flight, but sort of anti-gravity, celebrating. That is success, which is what you're wanting to do. But you're coming from the opposite, which is desperation. These are all massive emotion cards. So, is there any way that you could use those three to leapfrog you into that? Which is what I'm looking at, how to use the theme here, or Mercury. Okay, I hope that helps. Or if you know anybody who would be, very happy to help. Right then, nightclubs. That's what's open, nightclubs. So, I'm feeling a bit ditzy. I'm in the part one of this. I don't even want to watch it back because I think I was mumbling half the way through. But anyway, a bit more sprightly than this one. So what we've got here is, and this one came out afterwards, almost supported. It's a Seven of Swords, the Fool. So why are you on the trepidatious or ambivalacious side of doing this? This is your strength position. It's like you're happy to do it, but this is called the Soul Shrinkers. It's from the Fairy deck, or the Fairies Oracle. I love the Fairies Oracle. Right. So there'll be a little bit of reading now. I've got it right around my foot. No. I'm off to the Fray Bentos Islands tomorrow for a couple of days. Oh, shit. Hang about. Oh, David Attenborough doesn't work like this, I'm sure. Conditions are terrible. Shocking. Never had this at the BBC. Right. The Soul Shrinker. Yeah, exactly. I know. Do you know what I mean? Like, heebie-jeebies. Right. The distasteful task, I managed to get that word out, of the Soul Shrinker is to observe what we say to and about others, especially the mean, nasty, unnecessarily critical things. By observing our behaviour this way, he reflects it back to us, making us more aware of it. This is a bodhisattva, a spiritual being devoted to helping to bring about the enlightenment of all type of job, and it requires great compassion, understanding and forgiveness if the Soul Shrinker himself is not to be dragged down to our level. If we are just inwardly spluttering, looking for words, he may even suggest to us the words that express our feelings and energy. Then it is our choice, our test, whether we use them or not. There are two important things about malicious gossip: unnecessary criticism, verbal cruelty, sarcasm, and scoring off of others. One is that it demeans the speaker, makes them less, makes their aura darker, and encourages their behaviour as a habit, or this behaviour as a habit, continually eroding the brightness and potential goodness of the speaker. The other important thing is that this is a way we actually curse others. Even if the recipient doesn't hear the actual words of the blessing or curse, even if the words are not spoken aloud, they are carried as discordant notes through ecstasis, song of the universe to the recipient. Fortunately, and I know you can hear what people are thinking sometimes, can't you? Even long distance, they don't have to be in the same city. Fortunately, that is not all there is to it, or such behaviour would be unforgivably wicked. Not that it isn't pretty. Nearly that, anyway. Okay. We all have a choice about whether we accept curses or blessings. Now, here's the thing. We all have a choice about whether we accept curses or blessings. So this is what I'm thinking. If anybody's put the mockers on you, send it all back, because this might be what's holding you back in your mind, feeling like you need your hand held because of things that people have said or done in the past. So it's almost like a return to sender, but of words. If we choose not to accept it, then all the energy boomerangs back to the sender, who then gets a well-deserved double dose of it. Once long ago, the soul shrinker was very beautiful. That's been quite a while. But listening to and witnessing all of this human ugliness had rubbed off on his appearance, like that of a lovely frog in a polluted pool, with his skin raw and forming hideous growths. His heart is compassionate and anguished. His heartfelt wish is that we learn right speech and right thought. Every wicked thing a human says makes the soul shrinker even more ugly. Every time a human learns this lesson, the soul shrinker becomes a little bit less ugly. Oh, you see, if you're nice, then you could go to the ball. As you can see, humanity as a whole has a lot of work to do. Go on and be nice. Okay, here we go. There's not much more to go, I don't think. Okay, I'll do it. Okay. Critical and malicious thoughts and words are having a detrimental effect on the situation and the people involved in it. Steps need to be taken to banish this curse energy through love and compassion, or at very least through forgiveness and a refusal to accept the curse into oneself. Underestimating the implications of this and transforming the behaviour of and feelings involved is a major and often very difficult step in human spiritual development. One of the things usually involved here is taking responsibility for ourselves and our own feelings rather than blaming others for the way we are. Another part of this process is to learn to be compassionate toward ourselves. Big one. Compassionate toward ourselves. If we can do that, it's much easier not to be horrible to or about others. This doesn't mean that we are supposed to be all sweetness and light all the time. No, we're not. Constructive criticism, given compassionately, is part of being real, and reality is a good thing to be in touch with. So this is the reverse of the card. Malice, vicious gossip and cruelty are occurring somewhere in this situation, cursing the people involved. The best way to change this is to begin scattering blessings, thank yous and positive feedback and kind words in all directions. It helps a lot if they are actually meant. Okay. So you see, what I'm getting from that is whatever's been coming in your direction, it's been Seven of Swords, it's been robbing you of you taking that step. That was what my thinking on that position was. So if you want to double up on your efforts to go, be gone, you have no power here. Because this is your strength position. But great, I mean, you're ready for this. You are ready for that. But this like, do not cross the yellow line thing, is that you're actually listening to it, aren't you? Jump! Come on! Do it! It's not far. I've never done it myself, but I'm sure it's not that far, isn't it? Okay, so your challenge. Ooh, here we go. Oh, this was a doozy. Your challenge, Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, or, you know, I think this is trusting something, because there's been all this fog, Seven of Cups. And I think this is what's leaking into, you know, if you think of that as foggy, or thick and wet. And so that's the demon you might want to be looking how to defeat. Number 24. And that's the angel Chihuahua. Might be able to help you. Okay. I thought I'd keep that short and sweet because it involves angels and they tend to be a complete thing in their own selves, don't they? Now, what do you need to know that you don't know? What do you think that is? Close your eyes a second. There you go. Empress. You got it. You got it all. Got it all. And then the other thing was what came along, turned it into even more of a Marge Simpson card. Why doesn't Marge Simpson love herself? I don't know. Look at who she married. I don't know. But then we got what do you need to know that you don't know? Oh, what do you need to remind yourself of? I am the Empress. I am. Then you got platinum. 23. Platinum is obviously more valuable than gold. $23. 23 is a good number. Platinum, here we go. What would you like to see? We've got a chakras lit as well. Yeah. This incredible being is the guardian of the Atlantean temples. He connects to Saint-Germain, Saint-Germain or Saint-Germain, and is the historian and record keeper of all events during the Atlantean era. He can take you to and bestow upon you the magic encompassed in that time. His message, I am the keeper of secrets, and we are as old as the universe itself. I am here to impart this ancient knowledge to you, for yourself and others. This wisdom has been hidden for eons and forgotten by many. Now is the time for these memories to resurface and for you to acquire ancient knowledge. Like many things, these secrets have been hidden in plain view. All you need to do is ask and be reconnected with them. Oh, I'm so glad they said that, because I didn't see what's coming next. During meditation, platinum will show you what to learn and recall, bring you into full alignment with new chakra energy and guide you through the chakra color system. He will make you aware of your healing potential and connect with your abilities deeply, enabling you to clear the lower vibrations from your physical and spiritual bodies, paving the way for you to become a truly awesome spiritual warrior. Exactly. So clearing all that low life nonsense, yeah? Know the rest, yeah? And that 7 of... and this crap, yeah? Get rid of all that stuff. And that's how you go forwards. Much better, isn't it? With the Empress there. That's very healthy. Okay. Now, so how do you know this is? I asked, how do you know this is beginning to come to an end? So if you think, okay, if you're going to do all this work here, how do you know it's beginning to kick in? And what we're at, lovely here, right? We got the four wands. And I thought, well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But then you've got the King and the Queen of Cups. So obviously you can't be both. I mean, this is the whole thing. You can be both. It's the balancing of your energy and the stability of sort of that 11-11 type thing, 2 and 2. But I wanted a little bit more than that for you. So I thought, well, I'll get this card out. And I don't know where you live, but maybe take a trip to, if you've got an old stately home or something. I think this must be Polly de Peloponneso who popped back in my head. But an old country house or an old manor house or something that's got a maze, and go and get lost in a maze. And finding your way back out is going to be your biggest problem. Go and get lost somewhere in a safe environment, obviously, but go and get lost somewhere and take your mind completely off everything else, and think, oh God, I've better get out of here before it gets dark, type thing. Or even sort of do a puzzle or something like that. It's just, but to actually physically do it, to go to like a, I mean, in Britain you say an old stately home or a castle or something like that. If you've got one near you, just go and do that, because then actually, if you actually go and physically look at like the outfits that they used to wear and the suits of armour, or You know, one of those opulent old homes from sort of, you know, yesteryear, then it might trigger this Empress energy in you again. You think, oh, I could get accustomed to this. You know what I mean? I don't see why I could get, you know, mustn't grumble. Peel me a grape. But then what was lovely here, he said, have fun with your inner child. You got watermelon. And I thought tourmaline. So if you're going past a crystal shop, there's wonderful stuff, watermelon tourmaline. So if you want to check what watermelon tourmaline does, it's very, very powerful stuff, but all tourmalines are, aren't they? But anyway, I hope this has been a bit of fun. Take good care, and I shall speak to you soon. All the best.